Hello and welcome to Logos College Online Learning. This is Ajarn Toto. Today we're going to do Unit 62. Unit 62 in your Grammar in Use Intermediate book. Right? Previous unit we talked about expressions with gerunds. Right? This unit we're going to talk about 3 more expressions. But they don't use gerunds. Well, one of them does. Because remember, gerunds can act as nouns. All right. So to is you use it with the verb, right? You use it with the base form of the verb. And remember, to and the verb is known as the infinitive. For, you use it with nouns. And so that, you also use it with a noun. Right? But all these 3 expressions, they mean the same. They are used for the same thing. They are used to show purpose. What is the reason? Why? Because of what? Right? Because why do we do this? Right? So all these 3 expressions are used to mean the purpose of something. Why did you do it? Right? Look at part A. We use to say why somebody does something. We use to say why something exists. Okay. So notice to is followed by the verb, the base form of the verb. Why are you going out? To mail a letter. Right? What is the purpose of him going out? Because he wants to mail a letter. That's what he's going to go do. Right? A friend of mine called to invite me to a party. Right? Why did your friend call you? Because he wanted to invite you to a party. Right? That was the reason why he called you. We shouted to warn everybody of the danger. Why did you shout? Because there was something dangerous and you wanted to warn everybody of it. Right? What is the purpose of you doing it? What is the reason of you doing it? The fence is to keep people out of the yard. The president has a team of bodyguards to protect him. So again, it's purpose, it's reason. What does a fence do? All right? It's to keep people out. What does a bodyguard do? To protect the president. A college is here, Logos College is here to educate students, right? To provide students with education. So to plus the verb, the purpose of an action, its purpose. Right. Part B. We use to say what can be done or must be done with something. Okay, so this is a very complicated way of saying something that allows you. It's hard to find a place to park downtown, right? So here's to find a place to park downtown, a place where you can park. Where can I park? Where am I allowed to park? Would you like something to eat? Do you have much work to do? Work that you must do. I need something to open this bottle with. So look it over here. Money, time, chance, opportunity, energy, and courage to do something. Right? So these words go before to and the verb. They gave us some money to buy some food. That was your first example. All right. Money to buy. Do you have much opportunity to practice your English? I need a few days to think about your proposal. Right? So you can put words such as money, time, chance, opportunity, energy, courage, a few days. Right? You can put this before the infinitive. Talk about the purpose to do something. All right, let's look at part C. So this is the differences between for and to. With for, we have to use a noun phrase. With to, we use a verb. Look at the example. I'm going to Spain for a vacation. Vacation is a noun. I'm going to Spain to learn Spanish. All right? This is the infinitive. Right? To and the base form of the verb, to learn Spanish. What would you like for dinner? For plus the noun. What would you like to eat? To plus the verb. Let's go to the pool for a swim. Noun. Let's go to the pool to have a swim. Verb. You can say for somebody to do something. Just make sure that a noun follows for, all right, and a verb follows to. Look it down here. For washing. All right. So you have to remember gerunds. Your gerund, washing. Gerunds act as nouns. All right. You have to remember that. Gerunds act as nouns. Do you use this brush for washing the dishes? Right? So for plus a noun. Even though this is the verb wash, but when it's in a gerund form, it acts as a noun for washing the dishes. Or you can say, do you use this brush to wash the dishes? You can use what for to ask for purpose. What is this switch for? What did you do that for? What is homework for? To make you a better student? Make you smarter? All right, last one. So that. So that, sometimes we use it for purpose, and it explains why. All right? It tells the listener why. All right? Because. We use so that, especially when the purpose is negative. Okay? So when the purpose is negative, you're trying to say why you didn't do something, why you won't, why you wouldn't, why you don't want to do something. We use so that quite a bit here. Okay? I hurried so that I wouldn't be late. Why did you hurry? All right, why did you hurry? You didn't want to be late because I didn't want to be late. Leave early so that you won't miss the bus. Or you can say or you leave early so that you don't miss the bus. So notice, you're saying, you're using a negative, no or not. All right? So we use so that, especially when the purpose is negative. Can and could, so that, she, all right, we use a noun or a pronoun in between so that, can and could. Notice this, there's no negative here. Okay. So this means that allows you to be able to. She's learning English so that she can study in Canada. She's learning English so that she is able to study in Canada. We moved to the city so that we could see our children more often. Right? We moved to the city so that we are able to see our children more often. Okay, let's look at some exercise. Okay. Part A. Oops, sorry. Let's do this one together. A, and then choose how the sentence ends with B. We make a new sentence. We want to use to. A, number one, I shouted. Why did you shout? I wanted to warn people of the danger. I shouted to warn people of the danger. Number two, I had to go to the bank. Why did you go to the bank? Why did you go to the bank? I'm sorry. You go to the bank because probably you needed to get some money. I had to go to the bank to, remember, after to is the base form of the verb, to get some money. I had to go to the bank to get some money. Number three, I'm saving money. Why would you save money here? Probably because you want to go to Canada. All right. I am saving money to go to Canada. I am saving money to go to Canada. There you are. I don't know why anyone would want to go to Canada. It's cold, very cold. Number four, I went to the hospital. I went into the hospital. Why did you go to the hospital? That already use that. No, probably not. You had an operation. You had surgery. Here we go. I went into the hospital to have an operation. There you are. Number 5, I'm wearing 2 sweaters. Why would you wear 2 sweaters? It's hot outside. I'm wearing 2 sweaters to keep warm, right? Probably because it's cold outside and you want to put 2 sweaters on to keep warm. And the last one, I called the police. Why would you call the police? To report that my car had been stolen. Okay. Part exercise 62.2 and point 3. This is homework. All right. I am not going to tell you the verbs here. I want you to figure the verbs out on your own. Okay. But know that this exercise, all answers are in the infinitive form. So that means all answers are going to have the word to before the verb, okay? This one, 62.3, only use 2 or 4. That's all you need to write in here, 2 or 4. You have to remember your rule. 4 goes before a noun, and 2 goes before a verb. And this one, you want to write sentences with so that. All right. I hurried. I didn't want to be late. So why did you hurry? I hurried so that I wouldn't be late. Let's do number 2 together. I wore warm clothes. Why? I didn't want to be cold. I wore warm clothes so that I wouldn't be cold. There you are. I wore warm clothes so that I wouldn't be cold. Okay. I'm going to send number 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 home with you for homework. Okay. So this homework, the reason why I gave you so much is because you have until June 10th to complete your homework. Right? So you have a long time here because this is your last video with me to complete your homework. So this is a lot because you have until June 10th to do your homework. Okay, so that's Unit 62.2. Unit 57, 58, 59, that, if you remember, when we first started online learning, we talked about prefer and would rather. And your first homework I ever gave you was this exercise right here, 57.1. Right? So let's go over let's go over the answers. Some people have been asking, all right? Which do you prefer? You want to use using I prefer to something else. So answer number 3 is I prefer calling people to sending emails. Remember, we use gerunds with prefer. I prefer going to the movies to watching videos at home. A lot of you had many different answers. I was very nice. I accepted a lot of answers. Number 6, I prefer to call people rather than send emails. Remember, with rather than, you have to just use the base form of the verb. Number 7, I prefer to go to the movies rather than watch videos at home. I think some students didn't understand that they had to use number 3 from up here and number 4 from up here. And then they just came out with their own ideas, which is fine. That's fine. All right, 57.2, here's your answers. And all you had to do here was use these. If it's prefer, you use the infinitive. Is rather, only the base form of the verb. That's all you had to do. All right, I'd rather go for a swim, not I'd rather to go for a swim. All right, I'd prefer to go alone. All right, we don't say I prefer go alone. We use infinitive with prefer. We use the base form of the verb with rather. Here, you had to use your answers from up here, okay? This you already did, so I put a red X on it. Here's your answers. I'd rather eat at home than go to a restaurant. I'd prefer to think about it for a while rather than decide now. I'd rather listen to some music than watch TV. Again, I think some people just like, someone wrote, I'd rather listen to some music than dance. It's like, okay, that's fine. As long as you use the base form of the verb. And here's your answers, 257.3. All right. You had to use the past tense of the verb if you had a noun in between it. Here, same thing. If there's a noun, a pronoun, you have to use past tense. If not, you just use the base form of the verb. Number 5, I don't really like these shoes. I'd rather they were a different color. This one had many interesting answers. I accepted many answers here. Unit 58, prepositions. Remember, if a verb follows a preposition, it must be in the gerund form. All right. Here's all your answers. All right. Passing exam, being late, eating home. I don't think that was homework. Here's homework. Number 4, by borrowing too much money, you get yourself in financial trouble. You put people's lives in danger by driving too fast. That is very true. Slow down. Don't drive too fast. It's dangerous. We made the room look nicer by putting some pictures on the wall. Okay, notice use of the gerund after the preposition by. Here, I just wanted you to put everything in ing. And I gave you the verb, and all you had to do was put in the gerund form, because gerunds follow prepositions. Remember, I'm looking forward to. That means you're excited about, right? But look at number 3. You are going to the dentist tomorrow. You do not like going to the dentist. How do you feel? I'm not looking forward to going to the dentist. Number 4, Carol hates school, but she's graduating. So I had some people say she is not looking forward to graduating. If she hates school, that means she doesn't want to go to school anymore. That means she wants to graduate. So she is looking forward to graduating. Number 5, you made plans to play tennis, and you like tennis, so you're looking forward to playing tennis. I'm looking forward to playing tennis. Oh, number 2, your friend's visiting. How do you feel? I'm looking forward to seeing her. Right? She is coming to visit you. Right? So you will see her again soon. I'm looking forward to seeing her. Unit 59, B, getting used to. I'm used to. I think everyone pretty much got this right. Number 3 was your first one you had to answer. You have to work long hours, but you say, yes, that's okay. I don't mind because I am used to working long hours. Number 4, you usually go to bed early. You look tired. Why? Yes, I am not used to going to bed so late. Or you can say, yes, I am used to going to bed early. Number 3, children at school got a new teacher. Right? They soon got used to her. They soon got used to the new teacher. That's fine. Number 4, so people from the United States are coming to live in Laos. What would they get used to? They'll have to get used to the weather, the food, the traffic, the customs. All right, I accepted most answers there. You had to just say get used to. And here, was it whether you're going to use the infinitive or the ing? You use the infinitive when to is part of the verb, right? And you used ing when you see the verb to be. Here, there's no verb be. Tom used to, so you have to use the infinitive, the verb. Here, you see the verb be, am. I am not used to eating. So in this case, to acts as a preposition, so you have to use the gerund, ing. Same thing here. There's the verb be. I'm used to having my own office. Number 6, I used to have a car. Right? No verb be. You have to use the base form of the verb, the infinitive. We used to go, right? No verb be. There used to be, and I'm the boss here. I'm not used to being told what to do. Okay. I am, the verb is here. I'm sorry, the verb be. Therefore, to acts as a preposition, and you have to use a gerund after a preposition. Okay, that's it for this video. Sorry, it was long. Please finish your homework before June the 10th. Send it to me. I look forward to seeing every one of you, each and every one of you back in the classroom starting next month. Okay? All right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.